Hey guys, MartyBoots here. I just want to look over a few altcoins, considering the market has dropped beautifully here. In our crypto check live trading room, we've been calling for this drop and we've profited from shorting the drop. So as long as you're on the right side of the trade, guys, trading is fairly simple, and that is one of the most important things in trading, to be on the right side of the trade. So it takes a bit of practice and a bit of patience and skill and experience and all the rest, and everything usually falls into place. So with that said, you can see the large wedge, and I've made videos on XRP about the breakout here and break it out, and people want a trade to make them rich overnight, and it just doesn't happen like that. And I want to talk about this in specifically this wage. What usually happens after a wage breakout? Well, there's two things that can often happen. One is that you actually get a back test of the wage, right? So at this point in time, we don't know if we're going to get a back test of this wage. If we do, it's a good buying opportunity. Okay, that's the first thing. Now the second thing, what normally happens in this line here that I've drew, wages don't break out. Where's it to? Wages just don't break out and do this. It's not the normal function, or what do you want to call it? It's not the normal action when you break out of a wage. The more normal action when you break out of a huge wage like this is more of a rounding bottom type of action. Where you can see that breakout, and a more normal pattern is something like this. It has to create that bottom. It has to solidify that this is a higher low. It has to solidify that it's and confirm that it's broke out of the wage and it's staying out of the wage. It's not going to drop back onto it, and that usually takes a period, and this period can be a bit of a base, and it might form a bit of a base here before this moves higher. So that is what I want to assure you guys, or reassure you guys, that that's a fairly normal function of breaking out of giant wages. Um, the other thing to consider here is look at this 200 moving average. We need to confirm a trend above that, and I think, well, hopefully most people will know this now, that we need to be above the 200 moving average to form any sort of uptrend. Um, that's a bad example here on XRP. I was going to try and give you a good example, but basically XRP's been in a downtrend its whole entire existence, except since it spiked, of course. So it needs to solidify itself above this red 200 moving average, and that will take a process, guys. That will, it might take this sort of process. As you can see, that the 200 moving average is doing something like this. So we need to base here and build pressure to get above this 200 moving average, and that will take a bit of time. Okay, guys, so that's XRP. It it's going to require patience, like many other things in trading. You can't expect this to moon. Now I know XRP, for to have a real uptrend, guys. You don't want these spikes. See these spikes? These spikes are bad. These spikes are bad. These are manipulation. These are whales coming in with a boatload of money, and just buying it up and then selling it off and letting it drift lower. They are selling it all off, and it creates bear markets, is what happens in a way, and it creates bad structure of the chart. It creates imbalances in the chart. Now, what you really need for a real uptrend, I could probably show you anything very quickly here. I'll even just show you the S&P 500. So we shorted the S&P 500 as well, guys. But just now that I click this, we were shorting up here. Well, my first alert went out up here, guys, about the short, about the market topping out, and you can see here this little patch alone right here is was $1,600 for a drop down there. And if you actually even shorter from here to here, I think it was something like 11. Was it 11,000 or 7,000? I forget the maths now, but anyway, I forget about that. An uptrend, guys, when you get above, look at this, when you get above the red 200 moving average, you are in an uptrend. You can drop below it and you're in a bit of a bear market. You get above it, you can maintain an uptrend. You can maintain a real uptrend, guys. Not like what XRP had. XRP spiked above it really ferociously, and then it's just going to drop below it. You need to build, if I can bring you back here to the financial crisis, look at the financial crisis, guys. What you need to do is you need to build real structure and get above the moving average, and then you can actually turn into a real sustainable bull market on XRP, for example, on many of these coins. These big spikes are just no good. They create bad structure and bad imbalances in the chart. So we need patience and allow the chart to do its thing, and XRP will turn into a bull market. Anyway, okay, that's that. Guys, everybody's looking for a buy on Link. Now, I am here to tell you that I believe we're going lower. Now, I have set and I have said close to a good buy. You can see here on my alert. I will not buy until price is below this. I need to assess the price. But I believe here that Link will go lower. So we need some patience on that. And Link should give a good buy. If you're looking for rough targets, guys, you have to be thinking. You can see down in here. I like down in here as a potential buys. I don't even know where that is on a fib. I'll just throw a fib on that. Even just by eyeing the chart, guys, you can see that it's into the golden pocket down in here. This down in here is a potentially good area to be loading up on Link. Now, we will have to watch the price action and find pinpoint entries, guys, for beautiful buys. There will be some amazing gains on Link. Okay, what is this? EOS. I'm just running through a few of these very quickly. I believe EOS can go lower, but I also like EOS, and I like the structure of it. I like the way it's held up pretty well. This is very important. This pivot, you see this low down in here, guys, is a potentially decent buy. Down in here, it's an important pivot. Look at this. It's a huge pivot. For example, you can see even here, we did have a bit of a bounce off that. And just for perspective, there was a 10% bounce. When we come into the bottom of this pivot right here, there was a 10% bounce. So what I'm saying, guys, is, and also, if you look at when we pierced it and put in the bottom, there was like a 30% bounce. Guys, that doesn't look like a 30% bounce, but when you put that into perspective, there's potentially some very nice trades on EOS that we will be trading in our live trading room, in our crypto check trading room. We'll be looking for pinpoint entries to trade this to the long side. And if you can see, if we come down there, in that area, there could be a 30% bounce in EOS, guys. So we will be trading that for some beautiful profits in the very near future, and I'm watching this like a hawk. Okay, and by the way, if anybody would like to take the 3-day free trial, come on in, see what we're like, see what we're all about. It's 100% free. You've nothing to lose. Come on in. We are trying to make, guys, this is the goal of our group. We are trying to make a group of super traders, and that is the more good traders in there, the more money we all make. And it's in my best interest to teach people and to show you people how I trade, and also to help people out and improve people. That is our goal, to improve people and create a group of super traders. The more good traders we have in there, the more money we all make. So let's move on here, guys. Bitcoin, I don't think Bitcoin's bottom yet. How low can it go? There's gaps down here at the 8,000. There's even gaps down here at 7,600. I can just look at them very quickly. I need to close up this video. Is this video actually? I don't even know if this video is still playing here now. Where is XRP? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, sorry guys, I got lost there because when I changed charts, it hid the stop button. So I have to work it off this camera, that exact screen. Anyway, guys, okay, very quickly here, when I finish this video up, there is gaps you can see right down here at the 7,600 level. Now, I'm not saying we're getting down there, but we have to remember there's gaps down there. These will be filled at some point. There's also gaps right here. That's 8,600 to 8,500. Another gap down there. Now, these lines are a little bit off. I don't know what I was doing. But there's another gap down here. This is the first gap that we need to be watching, and it is down at the $9,000 level, roughly. So, guys, the market has some room to drop, but there will be bounces, and we will be trading them. You can see ETH is trying to roll over here again. It's not looking very strong at this point in time. For a bottom, we need to have patience, but there is some good levels coming up here in the markets. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna close this video out if I can find that proper screen. Okay, this is the S&P 500. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit us up below in the link below for the 3-day free trial. Come on and see what we're like. We have a lot of fantastic, very knowledgeable traders and people in there. All different experiences. But most of the members in there have been in the group for a couple of years or so at least, or pushing a couple of years at least. So they're all very well experienced, and everybody is improving every day. So we are trying to create that group of super traders. So if you'd like to be involved, guys, hit us up in that description and take the 3-day free trial. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day.